to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. In this video I'm going to be telling you why you need to sweat in order to get rid of acne. So not being able to sweat properly may not be the main cause of your acne, but it could be one of the reasons why you are gaining acne. Some people are trying so many things, so many products, so many different methods, extreme methods, and the acne is still there, and they're just like, I've tried everything, I've been trying everything and nothing's working. Well, you haven't tried everything. I know, like, it's really hard when you're trying to battle acne and you're trying to get rid of it, because you feel like you've tried everything, you feel like you've tried so much, but there's just not enough information out there for people to know about how to deal with the acne, how to battle it, and how to like get rid of it. There's so much things that cause acne that we don't know about, that the general public don't know about, that teenagers don't know about, that young people don't know about, and some adults don't even know about. You know, acne is related to a lot of your organs. Like, having acne can be related to your kidney, can be related to your liver, can be related to your heart, like can be related to your lungs. And a lot of people don't know that. People just think, oh, it's just like some kind of bacteria on my skin and I'll just apply all these products and get rid of it. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. And personally, I've heard and I believe that acne is an internal issue. Even if your skin's sensitive and you're applying something on your face and you get spots or a rash, it's still internal, because it's the internal, it's something inside your body that's making your outer shell of your body very sensitive, if that makes sense. Because some people, like, they'll lay on a dirty pillow slip for days upon days and their skin is fine, no reaction, nothing. That could just mean everything is working perfectly fine inside their body. And then there's people that change their pillow slip every night. You know, they use a different face cloth every day and they're still getting acne, you're still getting acne. It's not a topical thing, it's an internal thing, and you need to treat it internally. So there's so many things internally that could be linked to acne, but one of the things that I'm going to talk about today is sweat. When we sweat, we are moving our lymphatic system. Our lymphatic system is a system in our body that helps, you know, pump the blood through the body. You know, the heart does help pump the blood around the body, but also the lymphatic system. Unfortunately, we don't learn that much about the lymphatic system. You probably learned about the lymphatic system in school or whatever, but you probably don't even remember what you learned about it. So yeah, it helps keep your body moving, and it helps to pump the blood around your body, and it helps to make the toxins leave. So once you consume something, eat or drink or whatever, your body will deal with the vitamins, and then the toxins will go to your liver. If your liver's not working very good, then it's going to be very hard for your liver to get rid of these toxins, and then the toxins will come out in your skin, like in your face, your chest, your back, your arms. So that's why people get acne. If you are not moving your lymphatic system, if you're not keeping active, if you're staying still all day, you're not moving your lymphatic system, so you're less likely to battle and deal with the problem and to deal with acne. And a lot of people, they're sitting still, or like they're at work and they're just standing, like, or sitting typing, and they're just standing at work, walking around. That's not moving your lymphatic system. Going for regular walks does definitely move your lymphatic system to an extent. Walking slow doesn't necessarily move your lymphatic system a lot. And yeah, definitely, like, so like when you're at work or in your everyday life, you feel like, oh well, I do exercise and I am getting a lot of exercise and I'm not sitting still. You know, you're not, but you're not using your lymphatic system the way you're supposed to be using your lymphatic system. So when you use your lymphatic system, it's a form of obviously movement or exercise which allows the body to sweat. When I was a lot younger, I never really sweat. Like, people around me would, like, you know, all the time, like sweat very easily. Some people, you see that they sweat very, very easily and it just comes out in their face, like they get hot really quickly. I was the person that would always like be really cold all the time, and I never really used to sweat. Like even when I would go to parties and stuff, and like everyone would be dancing, having a good time, and there would be people like next to me and they really stank, and then people would like be touching me and it's so sticky because obviously it was like crowded and everything, and I'm thinking like, why are these people sweating like this? Like, I'm not as hot as them, I am moving around dancing and stuff, but I'm not sweating. And I never sweat on my back, my chest, anything. And that could have been one of the causes as to why, what's that noise, as to why like I did have like acne, or I always dealt with acne. So what I'm going to go into is antiperspirant. When you use your antiperspirant or deodorant, it's called antiperspirant because it's preventing you from sweating under your arms. Unfortunately, we live in a society that is very embarrassed. Like, we have antiperspirants because people don't want to be sweating. People don't want to be sweating in public. People don't want to be walking around with big sweat patches under their arms. People don't want to be smelly, and people just don't want to be embarrassed. We shouldn't live in that kind of society. We are humans and we should be free to, you know, use our bodies like they should be used, and we are supposed to sweat. That's what humans are supposed to do. We're supposed to sweat because sweating releases the toxins from our bodies. We'll sweat under our glands, under our arms, we sweat back, on our chest, our foreheads, our face, but I think we sweat the most under our arms. If you're using an antiperspirant every single day and it's stopping you from sweating, it's stopping you from using your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is linked to releasing toxins in your body, and that definitely would help with releasing toxins that cause acne. Why would you want to stop yourself from sweating? Everyone does it, everyone's done it, I do it. Like, I have an antiperspirant. I don't want to be walking around with sweat patches under my arms, and I definitely don't want to walk around smelling. I don't think I would smell because I have quite a healthy diet and I drink a lot of water. If you drink a lot of water and you have quite a healthy diet and you eat fruit and veg, your sweat will not smell bad. It will just, because my sweat doesn't smell bad. Like, it's not like flowers, but it doesn't smell bad, and everyone showers every day. Like, everyone should be showering every day. So as I was saying, if you're using the antiperspirant, it's going to stop you from sweating. Like, literally, I had an antiperspirant and it said 42 hours protection, and I didn't necessarily sweat. Like, I don't know, like, I didn't really like feel wet under my arms. Like, it just stopped me from sweating, and they stop you from smelling and stuff. What I could recommend is, you need to sweat. Like, we're humans, we need to sweat. I opted for a natural deodorant. I've done a little test. I opted for a natural deodorant. It's called Crystal. I'm gonna grab it in a bit. Let me go grab it. I think, yeah. So it's called Ice Guard Natural Crystal Deodorant. 120 grams. It's so strange because my dad introduced me to this, and when he introduced me to this, I was like, okay, so it's really hard. How do you use it? Like, literally, it's like a rock. Oh, it smells strange. It doesn't make you smell strange, don't worry. So you just wet it with water. That's how you use it. You literally just wet it with water and you rub it under your arms. And when I use this, what I've noticed is that I sweat. Like, I really sweat, but your sweat won't smell. You'll sweat, but it won't smell, but you need to sweat. You need to sweat in order to release these toxins, because if your antiperspirant is preventing you from sweating properly, it's keeping all those toxins in, and they're going to be released somewhere else, and they could be released through your pores, your face and your skin, and that's really, really bad. Like, our skin is the biggest organ on our body. If you are interested in skincare, then you would know that all our toxins will get released through our skin and our face if we're not doing the right thing, and if we're not moving our lymphatic system. Another way to move your lymphatic system is to exercise, of course, and apparently to dry brush. If you don't know what dry brushing is, you just get a dry brush. You can purchase them as a dry brush, or you can purchase them as a bristle brush that's quite soft for your skin, and you just every morning or every evening you just run it over your skin and you dry brush your skin. This gets rid of dead skin cells, and it also exfoliates the skin, and it also works the lymphatic system. Yeah, so guys, if you can, try and use a natural deodorant. Try and not use antiperspirant. Try and use something that is not going to prevent you from sweating. We're supposed to sweat, like as humans we're supposed to sweat. Unfortunately, we live in a society, as I said, that doesn't want us to look human, don't want us to look picture perfect all the time, but we need to sweat. And if you're not going out, if you're going to be at home and you don't necessarily need, you're going to be on your own and you don't necessarily need to use a deodorant, don't. You can use natural lemon, like when you're washing yourself in the bath or the shower, you can use a lemon and run it under your arms. That's another kind of natural deodorant. If you have very, very bad odor, or you're dealing with some kind of odor issues, definitely try and keep hydrated and drink a lot of water. But there's so much natural deodorants out there, guys. If you live in the UK, there's Holland & Barrett, there's Whole Foods, there's Planet Organic, there's health food shops. You know, you can get a natural deodorant, and I'm sure even like some drugstores may have less harsh products, but yeah, like opt for that, because you need to move your lymphatic system. And another thing that I found is that when I was exercising regularly, I had less acne, because instead of the toxins being released through my face, because I'm not moving around, they just were released through my pores, under my arms, my glands, my hair. Like I would sweat in my hair, my chest and my back. And as soon as I finished exercising, I would jump in the shower to get rid of all those toxins. But we need to be moving our lymphatic system. If you can, try and make a routine where you're exercising like at least 15 minutes a day. Like try and power walk sometimes to work, but sometimes walking isn't enough if you're not sweating. So that is why you need to sweat properly and move your lymphatic system in order to help and deal and battle with acne. That's one of the reasons. Another thing, if you're into health, if any of you are into health, another herb that definitely helps with the lymphatic system is red clover. So if you're into health, you'll definitely take this on board and look it up and research it. I don't take red clover, but that's the only herb that I've heard is really good for your lymphatic system. And apparently if your lymphatic system isn't regulated properly, isn't moving properly, none of your organs and the rest of your body will be working perfectly, if that makes sense. So you might feel perky and perfect, but something could be wrong, especially if you've got acne. And apparently when your lymphatic system is working correctly and running smoothly, there is no room for disease and low immunity. So I think you should definitely take that on board. And if anyone suffers from like colds all the time, flus all the time, definitely let me know, because I can definitely recommend you to some things that will help with your immunity. It will boost your immune system, and it will help you stay well and not sick all summer and all winter. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up. If you've never heard that sweating will definitely help with acne, definitely comment below, tell me your thoughts, tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up, as I said, and comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.